Hello, my name is Alex and today I am doing a watercolour painting. I have been in a slump with watercolours recently. I've started learning other mediums such as acrylics and markers, and even though watercolour was my first medium, I have just been in a really big slump with it lately, and the last few paintings that I've tried to do have been watercolour and they haven't turned out well. I'm sure this is just because I haven't used them in a while and I'm a bit unpracticed, but I don't know, it's kind of upsetting because I used to love watercolours. I was never amazing at painting with watercolours, but I was a lot better than I am now, and I'm just not having fun with watercolours at the minute. I think one of the problems that I'm having is that my actual palette is kind of dirty, as in I need to clean up the pans because they're just really muddy, the colours aren't coming out well, but that's a lot of effort. So I think the first thing I'm going to do in trying to reconnect with watercolours is cleaning out my palette and just making sure everything in there is nice and clean so that the colours don't turn out to be muddy. So it's Christmas Day when I'm filming this because I just got a new camera. I just thought it would be nice to sit down, test out my new camera, do a watercolour painting, but it turned to be quite stressful in the end. I just really was not going anywhere with this picture. I really liked the sketch, and I will show you what I did with the sketch afterwards with markers because I like how that one turned out a lot better than with the watercolours. But yeah, the watercolours, it's the Winsor & Newton palette, and I used to love it, but now I just don't like it as much. So the sketch I started off with is just a girl standing looking at a Christmas tree. I thought that would be a nice little sketch to do on Christmas Day, seeing as it is Christmas. But as I said, I do love the sketch. I love how it turned out because I've been in a bit of a slump with drawing people lately, but this one turned out quite well in my own opinion. Like, I do like it. I do see how it can be improved because I think I did rush it a little bit, but when I transferred it over to a different piece of paper so I can paint it, I think it lost a lot of its characteristics, because now the new sketch just looks a bit stiff. So I think I do need to find a new way of transferring over sketches, such as getting a light box, because it's really difficult to transfer sketches without one and still have them look as good as the original. I originally wanted just to draw straight onto the watercolour paper because I wanted to avoid the transferring problems, but I erased quite a lot when I was doing the original sketch, so the paper was a bit ruined. So what I'm most upset about with this is that watercolour used to be my favourite art medium, but now I'm just thinking maybe it's not for me. I mean, I guess I can try again and I can keep practicing, and I'm sure I will because I did love it, but now I'm just starting to enjoy things like acrylics and markers a lot more than I did before. Also, please excuse the fact that my arm keeps going in the shot and all my hair and my face. And also, just by the time I got to the Christmas tree part, I'd given up. I didn't like it, I didn't want to continue. I don't want this to be a negative video. I still do love watercolours, and I'm sure I will get back into them soon. And in the meantime, I am really proud of how my other art mediums are progressing, because markers, when I first started using markers, I was really bad and I never thought I'd be able to get the hang of them, but I'm starting to get the hang of them now. I know there's still so much I can improve on, but yeah, this is just me updating on my watercolours. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. Bye!